I walked out of a family gathering and took the decorations with me, after realizing no one actually cared why I brought them. So I finished my master's degree this year, quietly. No ceremony, no cap and gown, no big announcement online. I worked full-time, went to class at night, wrote papers on my lunch breaks, and spent weekends buried in research while everyone else went out. It took me 4.5 years because I had to pause twice for money and stress, but I finally submitted my thesis and passed. It's the hardest thing I've ever done. Harder than moving cities alone, harder than my first real job, harder than anything I can remember. A few weeks before our next family get-together, I told everyone I had something important I wanted to share. When we were all together, I didn't say what it was. I just said it mattered to me. My aunt replied with a thumbs up emoji. My dad said, cool, that was it. We're all at my cousin Mark's place for a Sunday barbecue. Normal setup. Kids on tablets, uncles arguing about sports, my aunt rearranging food no one asked her to rearrange. I brought these simple decorations. Nothing flashy, just a small banner that said you did it and some paper stars. I didn't hang them up yet. I figured I'd do it once I said something. When things finally calmed down, I clear my throat and say I finished my degree. I explain that I passed my defense, that it's officially done, that I'm really proud of myself. There's a pause. My dad says, oh, so you're done? I say yes. My aunt nods and goes, that's nice. Someone else asks if anyone wants more potato salad, and the conversation just moves on. I stand there holding my drink, waiting for literally anything else. A congrats. A that's huge. Even a forced smile. Nothing. Then, my cousin's wife claps her hands and announces that they're expecting again. Everyone erupts. Screaming, hugging, questions flying. Someone opens Prosecco. People start talking names and due dates. I tell myself not to be bitter. A baby is exciting. I get that. But it felt like my moment never even existed. Like I imagined it. I stepped outside for air and sat on the front steps, staring at the street, trying not to cry because crying would make it a thing. When I go back inside, my dad asks why I disappeared. I say I just needed a minute. He says, you're always so sensitive. Like it's a joke. So I tell him it hurt that no one acknowledged what I shared. He asks what I expected, exactly. I say maybe a little recognition. He laughs and says, people finish degrees all the time. That's just life. Something in me just shuts off. I walk back to the dining room, take down the banner I never put up, scoop the paper stars back into the bag, grab my jacket and head for the door. My aunt asks where I'm going. I say I'm heading out. She looks confused and says, but we haven't done dessert yet. I tell her the decorations were for me, and since we're not celebrating that, I'm taking them home. It gets quiet. My cousin mutters that I'm being dramatic. My dad sighs like I embarrassed him. Maybe I did. But I wasn't going to sit there and pretend it didn't hurt. I went home, hung the banner in my apartment, ordered takeout and celebrated myself. And honestly, that felt better than staying somewhere I clearly didn't matter.